Guys, today I'm taking a look at a very affordable 10-inch Android tablet from Doogee. Now this tablet is packed with a ton of features and some very impressive specs. So stick around to see how this affordable tablet stacks up to the competition. Back in a few seconds. What's up YouTube? Dave here with Seen Through a Lens, and thanks for stopping by the channel. We make lifestyle videos and all things tech, so if that's your kind of thing, then please consider subscribing to the channel and clicking on that bell icon so you can be notified of new videos. So guys, yes, this is the T10 Plus Android tablet from Doogee. Now, if you don't know Doogee, well, they make a ton of different mobile devices which are usually packed with features, and you know what? They cost a fraction of their competition. Now, before we get into it, Doogee sent me this T10 Plus to review in exchange for my honest opinion. And guys, you know that whatever I review, you're always going to get my honest opinion, good, bad, or indifferent. So let's get this out of the box and see what we have. So guys, open up the box and we have some instructions. We also have a SIM removal tool. Yep. That's right, you can actually put 2 SIM cards in this tablet, or even 1 SIM and a micro SD card for memory expansion, so that's pretty neat. You also get a power brick, which on one hand is a nice thought, and you know what, a lot of tablet manufacturers don't actually supply any charging brick. You kind of have to pay extra for it. Yeah, you know who you are. And guys, you get a USB-C charging cable. Now, the charging block that I got is actually a European one, so it's not very good for me, but it can be used with an adapter. And you know what? We've probably all got a ton of charging bricks anyway, but like I said, nice touch that it was actually put in the box. So guys, then you get to the main event, and it's the T10 Plus itself. And as you can see, another nice inclusion here is it comes with a protective case, which looks like one of them old iPad cases, you know, like the first generation ones that you can fold back to act as a kind of kickstand. And guys, at the front, you know what, you kind of get a pre-installed screen protector. And again, others, you have to add that and pay for itself. So it's a nice touch that they actually include it and fit it. So on the bottom, guys, you've got some pogo pins for connection to additional peripherals, like perhaps a keyboard case. On the other side, you have some stereo speakers. That's on one side. And I've got to tell you, this little bad boy gets pretty loud. You also have the SIM stroke SD card tray. You've got a headphone jack. Yep, good old 3.5mm headphone jack. And you have the USB-C charge port. On the other side, you have more speakers. Now, I'm going to take it out of the case so you can kind of get a good look at it. And I have to say, the build quality is good. Flip it over and you know what, this is all aluminium. You know what, it's solid. And you've got this 13 megapixel camera. You've got a high-res logo on the back here. Looking at the front, you've got a nice screen. You've got small bezels and you've got this 8 megapixel front camera for video calls and yeah, selfies. Now, I'm not a big fan of using tablets of any size for taking pictures or video. And I found that after reviewing countless devices, you know what? Your mileage really does vary. But if you want to, this T10 Plus will let you film video from the front camera at 720p and the rear camera at 1080p. Now, I must say that when I did try both of these, the audio seemed very compressed. The video was okay, but the audio seemed very compressed. But unless you're in a real fix, I don't think I would bother. And lastly, guys, on the top, you have your power button and volume up and down. Now, I guess you want to know about specs, right? Well, hardware, you have a 10.5-inch 2K IPS display running at 1200 by 1920. In the engine room, you've got a Unisoc T606 octa-core CPU, and in this review model, you get 256 gigs of storage with 15 gigs of RAM. Now, note that 8 gig of this is physical RAM, so it's not misleading, but the other 7 gigs is actually virtual, so there you go. Other point to note is, remember, one of those SIM card slots can be used for an SD card for memory expansion. And lastly, this is all juiced up by an 8250 milliamp battery with 18 watt fast charging. So you know what, that's pretty cool. And you know what, it's all wrapped up in this beautiful 7.4 millimeter metal case. Nice. So, software-wise, you get Android 13, which I've got to say, this combination is running mighty smoothly. When you have that kind of generic-ish software running with so many variations of hardware, sometimes the results are less than pleasing. However, this combo works pretty well. Now, there's no glitching, no lag. You know what? Everything is pretty smooth and responsive. And remember, guys, this is a ridiculously cheap device. It's not a fully featured iPad that's ridiculously expensive. It's the opposite end of the spectrum. You are getting great features at a cost that is around £140 at the time of this video going live. I even played a fast-paced racing game on this. And you know what? There's no less a word for it than immersive. The display and colours were nice, everything was snappy, which is just what you want from an action game, and the sound from these quad stereo speakers really topped it off. Same with watching video content, everything looked and sounded great. And this size, guys, is about right for watching video content. It's easy to hold, you know? You don't want to hold like a massive, great big tablet. This is kind of a nice size. Now, flicking through web pages was the same. The T10 Plus was smooth and content loaded fast. In fact, everything was a very pleasant experience. Now, I didn't put a SIM card on it and make any calls, but I did try some video calls. And you know what? Apart from the fact that the people that I called said my voice sounded a little bit compressed, which is pretty much what I was getting when I videoed on this, that was about it. Now, the same was said for recording video. So like I said, not sure if Doogee are using some kind of noise cancellation or some kind of processing or whatever, but that was pretty much the case all the time. The other thing that is a bit of a shame, whilst definitely a nice touch, is the case included. While, you know, it looks nice and you've got this transparent back and whatever, but it's a bit flimsy, you know. This rubber part, which is where you kind of grip the tablet, is a little bit flimsy. It kind of moves around, particularly if you're playing games. So maybe better to remove it, because it's actually very nice, and pop it back in when you're out and about. So not a showstopper, guys. I mean, I haven't seen any other cases around for this size of tablet, but again, maybe that's something to come in the future. I know that other Doogee tablets have got keyboard cases and different cases, so you know what? Let's see. So there you have it, guys. This Doogee T10 Plus tablet is definitely one of my favourites. For around £140, you are getting a fully metal device, no bending and flexing, well specced, and you know what, it really does deliver all you need for content and communication, and yeah, gaming as well. It's definitely ideal from the go, and you know what, when you add those SIM cards, it really does make a great travel companion. Guys, I will leave any product links and any further discounts in the description. And guys, if you have any comments or any questions, then please leave them below. And if you like the video, then please give it a thumbs up. It really does make a difference. And if you'd like to see more of my content, then please subscribe and please click on that bell icon so that you can be notified of new videos. Thanks to you guys for watching, and thanks to Doogee for sending me this very useful tablet to review. I'm Dave with Seeing Through a Lens, and I will see you the next time. Bye for now.